maybe I can start to tell you a few words about our company. So we are a company named KouKaam, coming from the Czech Republic. We are based in Prague. Our company has two divisions. First one is dedicated for import and distribution of IP cameras on the Czech and Slovak markets. And the second part of the company is dedicated for the development of hardware-based NVR. So it's a device which is suitable for recording images from the IP cameras. We have a couple of products in our range, ranging from a really cheap and small unit for 4 channels and 1 hard drive, and going up to the device with 4 hard drives and up to 48 channels. So this is the device where you just plug the hard drive inside, and then the device is able to search the network for supported devices. We can do automatic setup of the devices like IP addresses, passwords, basic motion detection windows, and all that stuff, because we would like to have the product as easy as possible for the end customers and also for the installers. The device can automatically control the router via the UPnP port forwarding feature, so you just tick enable remote access in the setup. Yes, so what we are currently looking at, it's a Java-based interface, so you can use any browser and not only Windows but also Macintosh and Linux computer to connect to the device. You just need to have Java installed, and then everything is downloaded automatically from the box, so you do not need to install any special software from the box to your computer. So this is the new web interface which we are showing here. It's much more convenient than the previous version because it doesn't look like the normal web page as it used to be. And now, if you, for example, would like to add some cameras to the viewing points, you can just easily add the viewing cells and then very easily drag and drop devices, resize them, and so on. Another advantage is that you can quite easily switch from the live view to the recording. So now there is the timeline, and you can synchronously play back more cameras at once, and you can combine live view and recordings on one page, which is very suitable for some kind of security guards which need to remotely check what happened on the site. Another unique feature of our device is scripting, which we call the rules, which allows you to change the behavior of the system or of the connected units based on some specific events. So you just select the event. So for example, this camera, if it has motion detection or digital input triggered, you can change the behavior of the other units which are connected to the system. So if you have, for example, PTZ camera, you can turn the camera to some predefined position, move it. You can send out the email that something has happened, and so on. Okay. We do support not only cameras but also some basic input-output devices and kind of temperature and humidity sensors and the values.
Can you show your other NVRs?
Yes. So this is the unit which is for commercial use, for smaller systems with 2 hard drives inside and 8, 12 or 16 channels. Okay. This is the cheapest and smallest unit we currently have, which is up to 4 channels and 1 hard drive. The advantage is that it has a screwless hard drive installation. You just plug it inside, and then you connect it to the network, and you can connect to the unit using your internet browser. This one is also a small unit for shops, for example, because it's capable of recording 8 channels and can support 1 hard drive up to 2 terabytes recording. Then this is the currently biggest and most powerful unit we have. As you can see, you can connect 4 hard drives inside, up to 8 terabytes of data, RAID support and all that stuff. And the box has 2 options, up to 24 or 48 cameras. And then there is the last one. This is KPR 100. Actually, at the moment we are showing here only a mock-up. The product should be in production within 3 months probably, and we feel that this will be a very interesting product because it will have the certification for the transportation against the vibrations. It will be IP66 rated, so it could be used even outdoors, and it's completely POV powered.
And what's the minimum temperature it supports?
I just need to have a look in the data sheets, but I think it's something like -30 or
-30.
But I need to check.
It use the normal hard disk or special hard drive?
There is a 2.5 inch hard drive inside, and you can use its SATA interface, so you can use HDD or SSD, it depends on the application.
And which IP camera? So this is an IPCorder. So which IP camera you recommend for transportation?
It depends on what the customer needs, but usually mini dome type is used for this kind of application. So for example from Vivotech or Axis or whatever.
Like a 209 MFD?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so can we talk slightly about the trends of the market? So what's next from the KouKaam? I mean, for example, next step products.
So the next step product probably will be a solution which we call IPCorder Master, which will be used for the centralization of the view on more cameras. So in case you will have chains of stores, for example, in different cities, it will be again hardware box which we will have on your central viewpoint, and you will be able to see the cameras not only connected to the IPCorder but also cameras connected to the slave IPCorder units. It will be possible to handle alarms and all that stuff. This is our next step. We are also part of the member of the OnVIF group. So within probably 3 months we will have full support of OnVIF devices. So
at this moment OnVIF doesn't support archive preview. So if I connect, for example, to your NVR using OnVIF, I cannot read the archive. Is it correct?
I'm not pretty sure, to be honest. This is too deep question for me, I would say.
Okay, now a deep question. So what are you doing to support for video analytics?
The box is not doing any kind of analytics or restreaming because we would like to save all the power the hardware has for the recordings. So that's the reason why we are really able to support 48 2-megapixel cameras, because the most powerful unit can handle up to 250 megabits per second. So this kind of features like motion detection, analytics, and so on must be provided by the cameras.
But those, you told they support the OnVIF, and we support the metadata from the IP cameras which have analytics on board.
Yes, yes, sure. It's a normal event for us, like motion detection or digital input trigger and so on. So if the camera has the capability, we can for sure do that.
Okay, and more other question. Is the competition with NVR on the market is increasing?
Yes, I would say so. We were the first on the market with this kind of NVR. We have started the development I would say 5 years ago, and it's already 3 years on the market. But against the competition, our biggest advantage is that we are completely Java-based. So you can use Linux, Macintosh, and Windows computers to see the recordings. There is the scripting language inside, which is also quite unique feature, and the automatic discover and setup of the connected devices is also quite.
What is the main benefits or advantages according, for example, your competitors like KouKaam, Synology, and so on?
I would say, as I mentioned, automatic setup, Java-based viewing, easy setup of the devices. We can.
Is it correct to say you are concentrated on video surveillance? They are concentrated on NAS.
Yes, I would say so. And I think also our products are a bit cheaper, but the quality is a bit better because we are the Czech-based company. So European way of thinking is.
Are you going to produce the bigger capacity NVR? I mean, for example, now it's only the 4 hard drive.
Yes, there will be another platforms in the future for sure. So we will support more hard drives as well. That's for sure.
The last question is what's the market segment you participate? I mean, for example, entry level, middle level, or?
I would say in the current stage we are more in entry and middle level, but with the central management system we will be able to get into really professional systems with many channels. So that will be the next step.